welcome back to the Boo Farmer Podcast, episode 6, the Bill Russell episode, part 2 with Dionte Christmas. I'm your co-host, Rell, Coach 448 with my main man, Boo Farmer, and Hoodie O on the boards. We're going to pick up right where we left off with Dionte getting into his break into the league, starting with the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, man. So, like I was saying, it was crazy. Like I said, my agent had told me if I was to play really well overseas, that he would get me into the NBA. So, at the end of the season, Houston Rockets wanted me to come play the last 2 games of the season, and then go into summer league with them guys, and then go into vet camp during the year.
Okay.
So Houston flies me from Greece to Houston. So now all I'm waiting for is the FIBA papers to come through to play for the last 2 games I can sign.
Right.
Papers don't come through in time. So now I got to sit and watch. Now the 2 games is over. I'm out there at the time when Marcus Morris was there.
Okay.
He can attest to this. So I'm out there. So now the summer comes. The draft comes, June 25th again.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who they take? Shooting guard from UConn. Take him. Lamb.
Jeremy Lamb.
Yeah, Jeremy Lamb. Yeah.
They take the kid from UConn, the shooting guard, my position.
Right.
So I'm like, well, what are you bringing me in there for? And I basically told my agent, I want to go somewhere where I can fit in. So Boston calls.
Okay.
Boston calls my agent and say, look, man, we've been watching them for the last 2-3 years. We want them to come into a private workout with like 4 guys. I go into the workout, I smash it. Now summer league comes. Boston wants me to go to Utah with them. I go to Utah with Boston, but Houston wants me to come to Vegas with them. So now I'm committed to Boston, and I'm supposed to go to Vegas with Houston. I kill with Boston, Summer League, and in Utah. I kill. So Teron Lue comes to me. This is my guy to this day, man. Shout out to him. Comes to me and say, yo, why are you going to Vegas with Houston when you just go with us? You already locked in with us. You know the plays, and you're going to just play well with us in Vegas.
Right.
I'm like, damn, that's a good idea. So I called my agent and said, yo, I want to go to Vegas with Boston. He's like, all right, bet. I goes to Vegas, warming up. I swear, we're in the line to warm up. They trade 4 guys. Each one more. The kid, Sean Williams. Remember the kid that went to Purdue? Was one of their best players, the tall guy. Jawan Johnson. They trade all these main guys. So Teron Lue walks to me like, yo, you ready to play 40 minutes tonight? I'm looking like, yeah. Mine's we about to play against the Milwaukee Bucks, who has Tobias Harris, the kid from Kentucky they just drafted.
Brandon Knight.
No.
Brandon Knight.
The kid from Kentucky. The other Lamb. Deron Lamb or something.
Yeah.
One of them guys. So I'm like, yeah. I go out and kill. I think I had like a double-double. 2 days later, I get an offer from Olympiacos for like hefty. Like,
yeah, we don't got to talk about the money.
Yeah, like hefty, a big deal. Boston Celtics come to me and they offer me a deal, guaranteed. Guaranteed money, guaranteed deal. But the money was like night and day. Like
you would dream overseas. In the NBA.
So I said, man, just like give me an hour. I called my agent and said, what do you want to do? Like I got a deal for you on the table with Boston. I got a deal for you on the table with overseas, but it's a lot of money overseas. So I'm like, okay, let me just call my dad. Call my dad, and he was just like, man, you don't never want to live with regrets. Like, you don't want to wake up and say what I could have did or what I should have did.
Facts.
He's like, man, I'm going to be happy with you
regardless.
Whatever you do.
Right.
I said, man, fuck it, man, I'm going to the league and go to Boston. Call my agent, bang, I'm on board. So the last game, Teron Lue just benched me. Like, yo, I seen you, you good. He said, yo, congrats. Like, you on board. I'm like, cool. And I look at my phone where everybody know and congratulate me. I'm hyped. So fast forward, I go to Boston, man. I'm playing really well. And some circumstance that happened with one of the players, one of the vets, where they had to let go somebody that was getting money. Basically, let the vet go, let me go, and put money on their books so they can sign the veteran, which was they released me and picked up beep fast guy. From Brazil.
Leandro
Barbosa.
Got you.
Cut me, signed him for $1 million deal. Man.
So now where we at?
Now, I take the deal that I
From
got
overseas.
Yes, but I only get
So,
half.
but luckily, it still was on the table, but
Still
half.
half, right? And
Yeah,
I'm getting,
see,
but I'm
that's-
still getting guaranteed money from Boston.
Right.
So
Well, see,
it
that's
was both.
so. But that's
Right.
why you know when I asked you the first show,
Right.
how important it is
Yeah.
to chase the money or the dream.
And I
You know
think
what I'm
at
saying?
this time,
it's a tough situation
I'm
to
starting
be
to
in.
get older. Like at this
Right.
time, I'm getting older. So it's like, okay, my mom was like 26, 25, 26. But I'm like, yo, like if you're young, that's cool. But as you get older and stuff like that start to not to pan out, then you.
So who
You know.
did you when you were going through this? Did you reach out to, other guys that were
I
in
did.
similar situations like this?
Yeah.
From the
And,
city?
I didn't speak on in the mid part that
Right.
in between all this going on, John Arnett had passed.
Gotcha.
He had passed.
Okay. Yeah.
And there was a gap where like nobody in the city had nobody to work out with.
Right.
like
Right.
The pros.
I remember that. Yeah.
And it was like a major gap. And that was like my second father. So really me and my dad on the fly now and everything.
Right.
So now where I was at with Boston, and I didn't tell you that, like I got called in the room but from Larry. Not Larry, Danny. Danny Ainge called me in the room.
Gotcha.
It was like, yo, you played well, but can you please stay in the D League again? And I was like, nah, I'm out. We get this money.
Yeah,
and
right.
And hopefully y'all see me on the,
And everybody, be clear, at that time, the D League isn't what it is now.
No.
Nowhere.
Well, it was, but it wasn't how it is now. With two-way calls.
Yeah, it
and
wasn't.
all that.
That's what I'm saying. Like guys were more reluctant to go there.
Exactly.
Because it was a lot. Like remember, it came and then went.
Yeah,
for a minute.
fast.
So because it wasn't financially, it wasn't adding up, and then guys weren't getting called up.
Yeah.
But then they figured it out.
Yeah.
But you were blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like you said.
And they had and they also had a manager by the name of Ryan McDonough. So fast forward the next season, I come overseas, I play well, I come back, I get one, and I tell my agent, I only want calls that teams are very, very interested in.
Right.
I'm not taking no BS calls. Utah called me. They really, really wanted me, and at the time they needed a guard.
Right.
So I go to Utah.
Right.
I kill. I'm coming off the bench, averaging 15 a game with Rodney Green. I'm with Rodney Green at the time, playing so well. My agent called me and said, Phoenix Suns want you to fly to Vegas tomorrow, and you gonna play with them. I said, look, I'm not going nowhere. They don't want me. He said, I'm telling you, they want you. I talked to him. Just go do your thing and take care. It's gonna take care of itself. I'm sitting down in Vegas. One of the coaches from Phoenix Suns come tap me on my shoulder, like, yo, is you ready? Come to Vegas. I'm like, yeah. Fast forward to Vegas. I get to Vegas. This is the first year they implement a championship in the Summer League.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm talking about me, the Twins, Kendall Marshall, P.J. Tucker, Miles Plumlee, Archie Goodwin. We got a squad.
I remember
we go
Marshall.
through everybody. We end up going to the championship. Utah Jazz calls my agent and says, we want Dionte Christmas or the kid now. They play
Trevor.
No, small. He's a shooter, dark-skinned kid.
He in the league now?
Yes.
Where he at?
Utah, I think. But he played at Golden State last year, got a ring, didn't play.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
I'm stuck right there.
I thought you were talking about Alex.
Can you Google the roster last year? He won a ring. We'll get his name, dark-skinned kid.
Okay.
And he had killed Utah as well. So they said, we want Dionte Christmas with him. Whoever have the best game,
that's what
we're going to sign. 2-year deal. Told my agents just like that. I go in the game, he go in the game. Guess what he does?
Kill.
Scores 26 in the first half. In the game with 35, and they beat us. I had like 10.
Right.
So the only option I have is Phoenix. The only option.
Right. Okay.
Comes to find out, guess who's the GM of Phoenix? Ryan McDonough.
Right.
He comes from Boston.
That's
why I was at last year.
Right. So that's why when I say when we go back to the college, the Phil Martelli conversation.
Costs nothing to be a good person.
Right. It's always good to be respectful and just don't say, you know what, I ain't calling him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know. You know what I'm saying?
They take their time out to reach out to you.
But I didn't know that at all, that he had left Boston and got the Phoenix job.
Right.
So now going into training camp, mind you, now it's 13 guys.
Mm-hmm.
They got 13 on guaranteed roster. And there's only 2 of us trying to make the team.
So who's
Me and a guy named Nunn. I forgot his name. He overseas now. He getting money overseas doing his thing. Shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, how are they gonna sign me? And it's already 13 guaranteed. Already.
Right.
My agent like, listen, just trust the process. Just do what you gotta do.
Right.
So preseason start. I play one game. The kid none play one game. I play one game. He play one game.
Back and forth.
He playing well. I'm playing well.
Right.
Last game, one of the coaches goes to the Twins and tell the Twins, we're gonna play both. They're gonna play both of them tonight. Just make sure Christmas is on his P's and Q's and play well.
Right.
But I locked right in. We playing against San Antonio Spurs. I never forget it. I was the first sub. He came in right after me. I ended up having 16 against the Spurs. Fast forward, come back home. The next day, he walked in the gym. He not in the gym. I'm like, yo, where he at? Mind you, we play Utah the next day. I'm looking around, but I'm used to getting cut.
Right.
I got cut 3-4 times.
All right.
So the coach stands in the middle. Oh, this the kicker though. Come up on our phones. They trade Kendall Marshall and Shannon Brown. The day of cuts, like this, the day before the first game.
Right.
They trade both of them. Now it's 2 open spots.
So you like, I gotta get in there. So.
Not even. I'm still on the fence. I've been getting cut.
Right. So you don't know what
for the last 6 years. I'm not even thinking about it.
Right.
So the coach, the GM, Ryan McDonough, come down. This is the year we were supposed to tank.
But y'all wound up almost
Winning
making
51 games.
almost making the playoffs.
We were supposed to tank that year.
Yeah.
He like, well, this the team I'm going with. He like, everybody saying we're gonna tank me. We going out. We trying to win games. This is the team I'm going with right here. Good luck, you guys. Tomorrow we're gonna start the season. I'm like, I'm looking around.
So wait,
PJ look at me.
Just for the section.
Shannon. I look at Shannon friend like, team. Like I'm with him on the team. He like, yo, chill.
Right.
I go look at PJ. That's my guy. Yo, what's up? Like he like, yo, chill with all that. Like go ahead. I'm like, all right, we go in, ready to break and all that.
You like no.
So with the twins, both twins ain't there yet, is it?
Yeah, they there.
Oh, both of them.
I'm living with them.
Right. Okay.
They said you don't got to get an apartment or nothing. Come live with us. Stay with us. We got you. That's why they my guys today. Shout out to them.
Right.
They one of the realest.
Right.
So now, Ryan McDonough walking off into the he goes to his office. I chase him down, run him down, tap him. Like what this mean? Like I'm on the team. Like you ain't gonna take me in the back and talk to me? Oh no.
You good?
Yeah, no. He's like, no, you good. Like matter of fact, I forgot, man. Congratulations.
Nice.
You've been grinding 2 years. Congratulations. I'm just staring at him like.
Are you serious?
He's like, yo, you on the team, man. Call your parents, man. Congrats. I'm like, yo.
Nice.
Call my pop until he break down on the phone.
Right.
Break down. My mom break down.
I remember seeing you.
Crazy.
What game was it? On NBA? It was on League Pass. And
Crazy.
My man sitting there, I'm like, that's Dionte Christmas.
Dog. And he threw me in the. And Jeff was the one of the. He threw me in the fire. I had my career high my first game. First game of the season.
Yeah.
Bro, we down 20.
Uh-huh.
He coming up in the locker room like, yo, you ready? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. He like, you sure? Man, you ready? I'm like, yo, I'm ready. We down like 20. He looked down the bench. I'm always at the end. I'm boy talking crazy at the end. I'm talking about that too. When I did LeBron, always got me cut. Some crazy shit. He looked down the joint, see me. I'm like, he like, yo. I get in the game. I'm just all ball of energy. Right. Get a steal, get a three, get a layup. I'm going so crazy. I'm like this adrenaline going crazy. I got like 11 points. We come back, we down like 2. So you know when you get that little timeout, the guy that's going to get in the game sit on the bench first. Everybody behind him, you ever notice? Yeah. That's the 5 that's going to get in the game. Right. I'm sitting there, I get right up. I know you about to set me up for the 20 something. He's like, man, sit there. I'm like, all right, I'm here. Right. I'm right there. I'm like, all right, cool. I end up ending the game. We gave it the blessing. He walking down. Trey ball win the game.
Nice.
And he came to Joe like, yo, shout out to Christmas. He was ready. That's what we need, stuff like that. Like that was just like crazy to me, like game ball and shit.
Nice.
That was crazy,
nice.
But
so that was your very first game. Right?
Very first game.
So and then you go on to play the whole season.
The whole season.
So you did 1 year there.
1 year.
Got you. I thought they signed you.
And the only way I was supposed to the whole season because January 10th is the cut date.
Got you.
So they came in. We was playing Chicago. I never forget. We go to Chicago. That was the day that I either get cut or stay the rest of the season. And the coach and the GM came in and pulled me in like in the showers. Like we gonna keep you. Like, you've been
right.
doing your thing. Like, you just every time you in the game, you ready. You never got your head down. You always working hard.
Right.
Like, that's what we need here. We need we want this type of culture.
Right.
Like, we want you here the rest of the year. I'm like, man, that's crazy. And I ended up staying, and the twin was like, man, you just stay in our crib. You might as well. It's January and shit.
All right, it don't make sense.
And we was trying to make the playoffs. Like, we was 51. We were on the pace to get like 53 games wins.
Cause y'all only them 2 games y'all lost by buzzer beaters.
Yeah, it was Memphis and Dallas.
Yeah, if
we
y'all
beat one of them, we go to the playoffs.
Yeah, y'all would have won. Y'all
lost to both of them.
On some bullshit.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Nice. So, all right. So you do the year. So you do the whole year at Phoenix.
Yeah.
So your opportunity had to like open up as far as other teams coming overseas. Everybody. Cause now it's like you hot. You got 1 year under your belt.
Yep.
In the NBA. So everybody's coming for you, or maybe not everybody.
Yeah, well, overseas. Yeah, for sure.
Overseas.
Overseas definitely
Got
open
you.
up. But
Now, how does that work out? Because you leave, you don't go back to Phoenix.
No.
All right, so you don't go back to Phoenix. You go back overseas. What's next?
I go. So I come back. I actually was trying to play, and that's when the injury bug.
Right.
That's when I've never been injured in my life.
Right.
Like, the most I had was like stitches.
Right.
So I go to New Orleans. They really want.
I remember that.
New Orleans want me.
I remember
that.
Using
the commercial for the Christmas.
Yeah, New Orleans want me bad. So I go there and I'm just balling. It's me. I'm with Jimmer Fredette and Russ Smith. They just drafted Russ Smith.
Right.
We balling. AD was there. Eric Gordon and Tyreek Evans. I was with Tyreek at the time.
Right.
I'm balling, man. And first real practice, man.
You get hurt.
I come up, I shoot a jump shot. Remember Patrick played at Florida.
Patrick.
What's his name? Patrick Young.
Okay.
I go up, my foot gets tangled in between my ankle, like blow up. So I can't practice. I can't play in no games. And the rules is they're not allowed to cut you if you're injured.
Facts.
Yeah. So it's 1 game left, but I'm just still injured. He literally had to put me in a game for like 20 seconds. And my ankle, I can't do nothing. I'm just like, but he just looked at me and was like, man, it's like, not like it happens, but it's like it happens. Like you were supposed to, you know what I mean? Yeah. Get right, and then you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So they released me. So now I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, I gotta get right. So I'm just trying to get right.
So let me hold on real quick. You said they put you in the game to release you.
Exactly.
Because they can't.
They can't.
Yeah, they can't. So it's like it's basically saying he could play, but he can't.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So he's enough to play, but you know what I mean? We know. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then fast forward, I go to Paris with Mike Green.
Mike Green.
Me and Mike Green hoop.
Right.
Go to Paris. We actually we did okay, but we didn't do good enough. Right. But I still had a lingering injury. Mm-hmm. So now I come back, and that for my ankle being like that, I had like a back injury, and then so we gonna fast forward. Like the next 2 years was like just injuries, and I was just like back and forth over places. So then I finally the Sixers called again.
Right.
Now fast forward to that, I get guaranteed money, which today would be a 2-way contract.
Gotcha.
So I got that. So they gave me guaranteed money to come and play basically for the D League.
Gotcha.
Because I told them I'm not coming for no D League check.
Right.
So they said, look, we want you to guide these youngins. We're gonna give you this money. Just come and play. Bang. I actually was playing. I played really well. I was averaging 17. I was playing well. This was 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Playing well, and that one game, pop, Achilles, snap, just like that. And I'm like, man, it just can't be life. Like my Achilles. At the time, it was like, if you heard that was like career ending.
Yeah.
But shout out to the Sixers, shout out to the doctors.
Yeah, they helped you out. Yeah.
Man, they was like, man, whatever you need, man, you are a Philly guy. Like, we gonna make sure you're good.
So they covered like as far as your
I got my surgery the next day. The Sixers gave me like my own access to the arena, to where I can go and just rehab, and I had my own. They gave me my own personal doctor. So I was back in like from that like 8 months. I could play 8 months. I was back because I was every day, twice a day in the gym.
I remember
hard. Like I was trying to get back fast, and like after that, it was like now I gotta like reprove myself to people. Like I can play, I can be at that level, and then shout out to Fareed, man. He let me into the alumni league, and that helped me get my confidence back. And then all these other leagues like Myers, I would just kind of play any league. Like I'm going to play at Myers, I'm playing at Alumni. I'm just trying to get all the rec possible. And it was crazy. After I came back from that, I went overseas and did well.
Is that when you were riding?
No, that was I played a half a year to see where I was at.
Right.
And then I went with Rod, and then I played with Rod, and that was fun, man, playing with Rodney.
Right.
So now that's up to this date now.
Right. So that's my next thing.
Yeah.
So where is Dionte Christmas today?
Just right now, I'm just focusing on just staying healthy and getting back, eating right. And it's crazy because like a lot of kids, and I get a lot of DMs from kids and like these new guys.
Right.
And I'm never gonna be that guy like, no, I'm better. Like, I respect them youngsters, man. I like what they're doing. I like their movement. So I'm trying to help any kid possible. Like, and I'm in that state of mind now where I'm like, I'm trying to transition to what I want to do next.
Right. That's my question. So as hard as this got to be hard. Yeah. This got to be hard. Do you look at yourself as being done? I'm gonna tell you. I don't look at you. Yeah. I don't look at you like that. I don't think. I mean, you 6'6", 6'7". You can shoot the fucking leather off the ball. I don't think you done. Yeah. But it gotta be it gotta be that thought. Like for instance, with Melo. Yeah. Melo. You know what I'm saying? I read a thing on Dwayne Wade where he has to see like a doctor because he can't do this no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my point is, are you going through like a depression?
No, not yet. Not the depression part. That ain't hit me yet. Or the thought of like retiring. It's just like in the midst of me getting to where I need to get back to, because I still got a lot. 32 years old, I still got a lot.
I didn't know you was that young.
Yeah, I got a lot to go. Like, and even like I'm playing in the alumni league. I'm playing well. I'm surprising myself. Right. It's certain levels and certain aspects of the game, but I'm still in that, well, not depression, but in that mindset. Like, what do I want to do next? Right. How do I want to approach that? Like with Temple, like I don't want to say I'm guaranteed. Like, but I know I want to coach. Right. So I got two young kids that I took on from a camp that I was actually hosting. 13 and 12. Gotcha. And those kids, like, they ask a lot of questions, and they that too. They YouTube me and all that, and they keep me young. But it's like I'm working those kids out, and I actually got them onto Team Jacko. Gotcha. That's my guy. Yeah. He like those kids, man. Right. And now I'm going to every practice, seeing what he do, how he do it, because he got a lot of John Arnett in him. Yeah. And Chuck Ellis, the things he do. Shout out to him. He was like there, and I skipped that whole part of when I was about to work out for Boston. I'm gonna get back to that. I didn't have no John Arnett. Right. He was under John Arnett, and I knew he knew everything that John knew. Was doing.
He also gave you credit too when he was.
He said
he was. It was if it wasn't for you, man, dudes wasn't coming to him.
Right. Nobody we had literally nobody, and at that time. Skinny, Deion Waiters, twins. Those guys, they was like, "Yo, who you working out with?" Because they know that's what I was in the gym.
So that's the thing. He said he couldn't believe it. He said he thought you was lying. He said you was overseas.
I was overseas. I was like, bro,
you hit him on it, whatever, however you communicate, Twitter, whatever, and he was like, man, he bullshit. Man. So then when he got here, he was like, oh, he for real.
Yeah, I was like, I said, Chuck, you said I need somebody to work out with, bro. I said, I can get Temple. I just need you there. Right. And I needed a partner to work out with when I brought Scott Rogers with me. Right. Yeah. So he was like, what you want to do? I said, everything John told us, like, let's go. Like, I just need that motivation. Right. He was there 150%, bro. When I say anytime I call his phone, he was like, okay, I'll be there in 15 minutes. Gotcha. Let me rearrange my schedule. He was there. Right. So me making that Boston roster was had a lot to do with Chuck, man, because he kept me sharp. Right, and when guys came home, I was the guy. I was one of the guys that they hit me. Yo, we working on that. Yo, I got Chuck Ellis. I don't know if y'all. I got Chuck. Right. Man, I got Chuck. Man, that's it. Right. We need something. By the end of the summer, Chuck had like 12 pros. Right. And me and he had Marty, Skinny, the twins, Dion. He had everybody. But shout out to him, man. He was a big testament to everything I was going through at that time. But like I was saying, right now, it's just me. I'm in that mindset where what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna coach? am I going to use this degree?
You have a degree. So it's not like you out here just like
just willy-nilly,
Right. And that's the point I want to get at to the younger listeners. How important it is to have a degree, because Dionte Christmas, phenomenal career at Temple, one of the all-time leading scorers, all this and all that, overseas, NBA, made money, did this, did that, have fun, and this shit an injury can just ruin everything.
Shit can be here today,
you know what I'm saying? Right. So that's why you always gotta have like another plan, a backup plan
for sure.
Just so you got something in place, man. Because this basketball is fun.
It's
and
so short.
It's
fast.
It's short and it can end you.
And I remember when Boo Farmer, yesterday when Boo Farmer used to argue with us in high school.
Yes.
And now we sit here at this point, like we old, but it's like it went like this,
got
bro.
families now.
People got families and jobs. Like you really, like when I was 22, 23, I wasn't thinking about
no
being
job.
32.
Right.
I wasn't thinking about, I was thinking about getting the bag and spending it with my
and that money go.
And
that money goes.
It's not, y'all think $1 million a make? No, it's not that. But I mean, and I'm not the guy that sit and preach. I'm sorry, my dad was that guy too. I'm going to tell you, but you can take that bump.
Right.
You're going to take that hickey. Get that hickey first.
Right.
And once you get that, then you're going to know. I used to be like, Dad, I want this car. No, what you want that for? For what?
Right.
He was that guy that told me, what you want that for? For what?
Right.
To show off?
Right.
People know who you is. You make the car. The car don't make you.
Right.
Dionte Christmas. I used to see Pooh Allen driving in the Corolla.
Right.
Why he got that car?
That's a lot. I mean, a lot of guys.
Pooh Allen was that bull.
Right.
So
a lot of guys, they get all that money, they go spend it on crazy jewelry and. You know what I mean, and
when you're young, it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
It's
something. It's that's like something you got to get out your system.
That's why today I like the movement where guys are actually talking about saving and investing and stuff like that. That's cool.
Right.
What was the first thing when you got your first check?
Well, I was fortunate to make money before that.
Right.
So that wasn't really. I already had my first car.
Oh.
I had bought a Camaro, my first check in 2009. So my check, I got that in 2014. That wasn't nothing I was even thinking about. I was blessed with my mom and dad having great jobs.
Mm-hmm.
They never needed me for anything.
Right.
My mom and dad, my dad at PGW, my mom at Cooper Health System. I wasn't a guy that I have to help my mom and dad.
Because you
I
always
had to
hear
buy my mom a house for my mom a car. She had 2 cars.
Right, because you always hear you know what I'm saying, the draft stories or the financial stories where guys come from our background, that's like us.
Facts.
They get that check.
Yeah,
they had to move moms. Yeah. And in a way, it seems like you have to, because we don't always come from environments where, like you said, what y'all make is all across the ticket.
Yeah.
So the dudes see you sign 4 years, $32 million. They think you got that 30. You might as well just walk with the $32 million on it.
Yeah, take half of that.
Yeah, so
more than half.
So
agent fees, and all that.
People don't realize that. So like you said, now you seeing the athletes getting better financial advice, becoming better financially sound.
Right.
So with that being said, are you also teaching that to the up and coming?
For sure. Like any kid that come to me, not even have to come to me. And I told you, I'm not the guy that's gonna, you better save your money, or you need to save your money, or you need to do this and not do this. I put my little input in it, but I ain't gonna dog you in your head about it. Right. Like either you gonna listen or you ain't. I had my old heads always tell me that Turk mine. When I was in high school, Turk, say that bread.
Right.
That shit go fast. I'm Turk. Go ahead.
Right.
Like, that's my old head. Turk. No.
Right.
He was OG for real. He know.
Right. So
he knew that you. I went, man. All right, Turk. I hear you.
Right.
I'm making. Look. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why I know how to be. Like, go ahead.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be that would have been or could have been or should have. I ain't gonna be that old head. No. Old head still telling them stories. No. If you want to hear about it, I tell you. But.
Yeah, you ain't.
If not, I ain't gonna be beating you in the head. You got your own journey. You got your own path. If you gonna invest that bread, that's what you gonna do. You gonna spend it. You know what I mean, get it back. I mean, you spend it, get it back. Invest. I mean, take your hickeys.
Now we know the story of Dionte Christmas from rising from John Harness to the pros.
For sure,
Let's
man.
get your thoughts on. Let's get your thoughts on what's going on in today's hoop scene around Philadelphia. Right now, it's a ton of guys. We got a ton of guys playing high.
Did we ever have as many good guys, man? Be honest. You the guru in high school. Did we have as many guys that was like actually known like this?
I think we didn't. We didn't have them on a national scale. I think the talent always been there.
Right.
But the access now to see a kid is way easier than it was before. The opportunity is way bigger with all the AAU shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? I think Dionte said with the ABDC camp. It wasn't a lot of ABCD camps. Now you got the Nike circuit. Yeah, now you got the Nike circuit.
I never understood that. Like back then when it was y'all era. Yeah. Like how was it all y'all? I felt like all y'all wasn't getting seen.
Yeah,
like,
now
that's
what I'm trying to say. But before Dionte, because for Dionte ain't old. You know what I'm saying? He's not old, but I'm talking 97. I'm talking 96 when I was. You know what I mean? So it was Len, Naeem, Marv. You know what I'm saying? Jared. Like it was that back then. The city was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everybody in a public league had somebody on their team that was good. That's just what it was. Like a masterman had people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like even in Catholic, they had the city just was crazy, but we didn't have what they got. We didn't have the exposure like the kids got now. You know what I'm saying? If they did, a lot of people would be going high D1. That's just what it was. You know, that's something that comes up a lot of time, and then sometimes dudes bring that up like, oh, it's easier, but it's really like certain people that's hating. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't stop these young boys. It's not their fault they young. You know what I'm saying? So let them.
Honestly, Boo, I don't think it's hating. I think it's like we give these kids credit and they haven't done anything yet.
I understand that. I understand that. I understand that. But if a kid, all right, I give you that. But if a kid has John Calipari, he got Mike Krzyzewski, he got. Like, you can't, you can't talk to me if I got them and you got fucking Coach G in the South.
That don't mean nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
That means a lot. It's not my, because it's not.
Are you a fan of Quade Green?
I'm a big fan, huge fan. I'm a huge fan.
He had Calipari and all them. I love Quade Green, but where he was ranked and where people put him on that pedestal, he's not panning out to be that yet.
Hold on.
So you can't just give
Hold on.
Back in the day, if you was ranked number one,
you was number one.
I got you. You was that. You was number one guard.
I got you. Quade showed out.
Huh?
Quade showed out in the EYBL.
You talking about high school stuff, boo.
But that's how he got the attention to Doak and all that. He showed out. So it wasn't like we saying he good and it's not like our words. They seen him play. And it's not that's like how they got it.
And it's not like when he went to Kentucky, he shit the bed. Like he was
solid. He played solid. Yeah, he did. He did play solid. Now he's an All-American Christmas. Maybe he should never went to that school. You can say that.
Okay.
We can say that. But as far as talent, Quade had it.
And when he got there, he showed that he belonged.
Yeah. Now he's having issues right now. I'll give you that. But like I said, the opportunity is bigger. You know what I'm saying? For the younger kids now. But you guys didn't have it like that. When I played, I didn't have it like that. We didn't have it like that. It was only maybe 2 AAU teams. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody got an AAU team. It's 3. You got Team Final, which is Nike. You got K-Lo, which is Adidas. You got We Are One, which is Under Armour. And you Philly Pride.
And you got Team Jaguar, that's kids.
But that's the little kids. Yeah. So if you a top dude in the city, you're going on one of those teams. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Back then, you had to play 100 apart.
Right, that's it. That's you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
The only team traveling.
Right. So
Lottie came later.
Yeah, but So that's basically what it was. So when I say it's hating, it's like and then you taking away from the kid.
Right. Yeah, what makes you say that though? Because hating.
Because
I don't think it's hate.
I mean, so you play a higher level than I play. All right, so maybe that's why you're looking at it. But to me, you can't say, this how I'm hating. Well, when he put,
though.
but this where the hating part is. Well, when we played, he wouldn't be able to play in that area.
Is that really hating? Because you can say like his game wouldn't fit.
It ain't.
It's nothing wrong with it.
It's hating to even say that when he got the offers he got. You know what I'm saying?
Who is that? Who?
It's anybody. It's a kid.
Right.
Rasul Diggins got 17 Division I offers right now.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man, that's ridiculous.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But somebody would say
a guy like Maurice Rice that went to George Washington, but you got guys like come on.
Right, but
we know he. And Maurice Rice, I don't think was ranked top 30 in the country, was he?
I don't think so either. But that's ridiculous. But is that Rasul Diggins' fault?
No, it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Right. And it is what it is.
But boy, you gotta call it spade a spade.
I'm calling it spade. I seen them all.
The best of the best.
I did.
So you can't say a guy like Rasul Diggins is he cool?
No, he
just got a bigger platform than we did.
Right.
So
I agree with that.
John Calipari don't have to go see him. He could go on YouTube and see him. He can go on. John Calipari to get in that car, that plane, to come see us.
Yeah. Right. But it still doesn't. It's kind of like when they say that, it's kind of like taking away the hard work, Rasul Diggins or whoever. Right. It don't just gotta be Sue. Right. It's taking away the hard work and all the stuff they do. These kids, listen. Listen. Hear me out. This is how serious AAU basketball is.
Right.
After high school basketball season,
you go right to it.
Right. You start practicing for AAU. AAU, I don't know about no other circuits, but don't make Peach Jam because that extends the AAU summer. You know what I'm saying? These kids is working. You know what I'm saying? They not going to parties. I mean, they go to parties, but they not doing stuff. It's summer basketball. They traveling. They go from city to city. You know what I'm saying?
Team USA.
Right. Team USA is right after AAU. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
they got a full schedule.
Right. So they got right. Exactly. So they got stuff that's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't take away the hard work. Now, I'm not discrediting Christmas era, the era before that, or the era before that, because the city of Philadelphia always had talent. Right. Now, we wasn't as talented with the big men. That's why you named Rasheed Wallace as dominant, Eddie Griffin, and Tyrone Weeks, Mark Jackson. You know what I mean? But we a guard city. You know what I'm saying? We don't make bigs. That's not what we.
City of scores.
Right. So, that's why my point is, like, I look at that sometimes as hating. Oh, I played in my era. You had to do this or you had to do that.
Now, when you start saying, like, you had to do
this. You couldn't do this. You wasn't.
I can see.
It's so easy. Hold on. It's so easy for them to get ahead.
Now when you start doing that, now I agree. That's hating.
That's my point.
But if a guy like Dionte or, you know what I'm saying, or Maurice Rice, like our Rasheed Broken Bros to say, our game was a little bit more physical than today's game, I don't think he could.
No,
I can see that.
I mean, that's something different. That's something different. That's not what I'm talking about. I think quiet as kept, these young kids, man, they can play, man. They can play, man.
I wanted to get about the whole. I've been saying lately, the Rasheed Jordan and the legend talk.
Let's get into that. What do you consider a legend?
Like,
to me,
there was a debate on Boo Page. The legend word. Boo, I think you asked the question about who was a legend, and people started saying guys like. And this is no disrespect.
Somebody said, we're not disrespecting nobody, but somebody said Malik Alvin. I threw my phone.
They said Rasheed Jordan, and he was an argument, but it's like, then we said another name they said no, Maurice Rice is not a legend.
Who said that?
Like a few people, then somebody argued, well, if Rasheed Jordan is a legend, Malik Alvin was a legend, which I got where he was coming from, because if you say him, why not Malik? Malik averaged 20 since a sophomore in high school. Right. He took his team and won a championship. Mm-hmm. That's all Rasheed Jordan did. And Malik actually had a better college career than Rasheed Jordan, if you want to be technical. So why is Malik Alvin not considered a legend, but Rasheed Jordan? Because he took hood guys to the championship.
I think Rasheed.
So did Malik.
Rasheed Jordan had a fan base.
Because he had a fan base.
He had a fan base. He had a movement. I mean, I'm just saying what people say.
Movement. The Prince of North Philly. That was a shit.
No, he had
He had
people wearing the why shirt, the why not,
yeah,
why not
his
shirt.
friends wearing why not.
Yeah. I mean,
it's gotta start somewhere.
When people say that, that's because I say the same thing. But my thing of a legend, I'm thinking Kobe Bryant. I'm thinking
Donnie Carr.
Maybe Donnie Carr. I'm thinking DeJuan Wagner.
Kareem Towns.
I'm thinking those type names. You know what I'm saying?
That's why guys was talking about you like you not respecting the younger generation.
How?
But I'm like, Boo Farm, this whole platform is the younger generation. He talk about
now listen. My thing is this. Everybody's different. I mean, you can have what you think about legend, who a legend, when a legend, and I think who I think. Well, the definition of a legend, it ain't none. You just know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If I say DeJuan Wagner, you're not going to question that. No. You know what I'm saying? So when I say DeJuan Wagner a legend, then you going to give me Rashid Jordan. That don't even go together. You know what I'm saying? That's just my point. You know what I'm saying? You say to me,
and that's why guys like, why you not put yourself? No.
Yeah, I'm damn sure not putting Malik Alvin. I'm not, this ain't no disrespect, Malik. So you ain't gotta act like I'm not coming, but I'm not gonna say DeJuan Wagner, Malik Alvin. I'm not. So
nobody is.
Right. But that's how I look at a legend. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Griffin. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Griffin. Rasheed Wallace. Are we talking about the city? You know what I'm saying? Camden is 10 minutes from here. You know what I'm saying? DeJuan Wagner.
Milt Wagner.
DeJuan Wagner. I didn't see his pop play. DeJuan Wagner, and we ain't talking about nothing else. You're not going to question that. You know what I'm saying?
It won't even be questioned.
Right. It won't even say nothing. You know, you won't even be like, well, how is he? You're not going to, and that's the point. That's my point. It ain't no definition. You just know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. DeJuan Wagner had AI in this game with Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? All types of motherfuckers came. At Temple. I was at the game. You know what I'm saying? So, Maurice Rice is a legend.
Okay.
Maurice Rice, LeBron James came here to play Maurice Rice. What they tried to say on Facebook was they were supposed to play Doherty. Well, they didn't play Doherty. That's what they said. That's what they said. There was a talk. They were supposed to play Doherty. I said, well, wait. Well, why did they play Maurice Rice then? If they were supposed to play Doherty and they didn't play whatever Doherty schedule, whatever, why did they play Sherman Mansion?
They could have picked anybody else.
Hear me out. If Maurice Rice wasn't on that team, the LeBron don't even sound right. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't LeBron talk about that in that show?
He said documentary.
He said I came to play the best scorers since Will
Chamberlain. Yes. Thank you for saying that. Oh, I said that. I said I'm going off of the documentary. I don't know what y'all say. I don't know if Doherty was. I don't know nothing about that.
But the man said this.
But LeBron himself, James, he said the guy that broke Will Chamberlain's record. We go in there and we play him at the Bluster. It was ridiculous. That game was ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
So let's throw some names out from this generation. Who do you think you consider legendary? Because they say you don't. Obviously, the younger generation.
They try to.
You can't.
Not in high school right now. Not in high school right now. Right. But like that former high school.
You're not even allowed to be a legend until I think
your career is over. Yeah. Right.
A legend.
Some people have legendary high school careers.
You're not even considered a legend if you did
Maurice Watson didn't have a legendary high school career.
Who?
Maurice Watson.
He did.
His career isn't over.
He's not a legend.
I'm not. I can't stand.
I can't call him. High school.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
Alright.
High school?
That's what the talk was.
Is Jay Quanu considered a legend?
Come on,
stop. What you think?
Is B.A. considered a legend?
I think he had a legendary high school career.
No, he has the best high school career to me ever.
So he's a legend.
In Philadelphia. But they don't make him a legend.
Thank you. I think
a legend like overall. I'm talking about high school wise. Was that not the
college that didn't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
was that not the argument? High school legend, or was it legend overall?
He's not a legend.
Overall,
he had a great high school career.
Not overall legend yet. Like you said, you got to be finished on his way.
I think.
Doo-wop, in that sense, is on his way.
He is.
Again, my criteria is like different. You see how we say Doo-wop is on his way? Like, it's not on your way with it.
And his eyes is like Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, like you,
Rashid, like those guys.
Yeah,
like Kyle was a legend because he won a championship.
Right, they said that.
That's Kyle.
So is he a legend only because he won a championship? Rashid, he won a championship.
No, he a Philly. Because him and Shaw had the city on.
Sean Singletary a legend.
Sean Singletary
is a legend.
You talking about shoes?
I retired at Virginia. Had a damn good high school career. A lot of guys. How many dudes is getting their jersey retired?
Not many.
Exactly.
Shout out to my guy Marcus Green. Just got his retired.
That's tough.
Top 20 in St. Bonaventure history.
Giants always tell me if he was 6 feet, he'd be in the NBA.
Yeah.
If he was 6 feet,
He used to be at Harnett giving people problems.
I'm talking about major gas.
That's the guy that retired from overseas earlier. I don't want to say that's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's him.
I mean, it ain't early, but he been over there for some years.
Yeah. Like 10, 12 years, right?
Yeah, some shit like
Would you
that.
consider him a legend?
In Norristown, yes.
Yeah.
Go to Norristown, not nobody don't know him.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Khalif Wyatt is like, yo.
He said he's the best player ever at Norristown. That's what Khalif Wyatt said. I seen him tweet that.
Khalif said he is.
No, Marcus is.
Yeah, they showed him.
And Marcus really from West Philly, but he had to move to Norristown.
They showed him major props in Norristown.
Right.
Major.
Right. So, I mean, everybody has their definition of legend. Mine is just totally different.
Yeah, people that have been around on the criteria is a little different.
Right, and I think that's what
people that just watch and see from the outside. I mean,
right.
Boo be at the games.
Right, I'm at the game.
He there.
Right.
Like he get them phone calls. Like, who that?
That's facts, man.
The other people just be watching and talking from numbers.
Right.
You can't give Boo Farmer just numbers.
Right.
And let him go off of that.
I gotta see.
People really be at them games.
Right. So that's another thing. Somebody called me the other day, a college coach, prep school coach. I'm sorry. Right. He said, "Boo, who was the top guy right now in high school basketball from the city that needs to do a prep school that probably could use prep and go to like a mid-level Division I school." So you know what I'm saying, thinking like I'm going through all of this, and I'm like, I gave him a guy name, and he was like, "Damn, somebody else told me about him. Can he play?" I said he can play. He had some circumstances where he took time off, and that's basically it. So he's gonna reach out to the kid or his parents and get him over there. But that's the thing. Like, I don't be making this shit up. Right. Like, people really call me and text me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I can attest to that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? People call me and, "Who? What you think?" Hey man, I seen the kid. He could play. He okay, but here, for instance, Wilga. I went to go see. I was at the game yesterday. Shout out to Jeremy Treatment. He had his showcase games yesterday at Chester High. Chester has a beautiful gym. Shout out to all the Chester guys.
My mom lives in Chester. I've been there my whole life. Never went to.
Chester gym is beautiful. I went to go see North Philly's own. Another thing, real quick. One thing about North Philly, they pump their kids to the hardest I ever seen pump.
Of course.
So I said, everybody talking about this kid. Let me go check him out. You know what I'm saying? I check him out. Kid can play. About 6'5", 6'6", can handle it, can shoot it. Him being from North Philly, I expected the dog, like, you know what I'm saying?
Jordan.
Yeah. Rasheed Jordan. All that. Yeah, I expected that. I didn't get that. It was more like a nonchalant game. You know what I mean? He probably finished like 18, 16. However, he's only a junior. It could come into him. You know what I'm saying? But, I finally got to see him play, and I'm happy I did. All right? That's basically it. Real quick, before we wrap up this interview with Dionte Christmas, I have to ask you this, Dionte. We've been going to war for the last 3 years on social media. Your guy, Ben Simmons, what is it that he needs to do to be successful here? Help us help the Sixers win, because he's a big key.
What's your Coach Dionte?
Yeah. And I don't want to say, when you say successful, I mean, he's an all-star. He's been to the conference finals. So what do you mean by successful?
See, and that's the problem we have.
He's an all-star.
People say that. Hold on, Christmas. People say that and think that he's been in the league 3 years too.
Well, the first year he came was injured.
Well, he was working out with the team.
You were being paid.
He was getting hurt. He had the best. He got the best trainers in the world. Like you just right. So, what is it? Did you ever have a conversation with? Because I don't think you did. Like, listen, because I don't think. Yeah, because look, because this is my guy. I see Dionte Christmas at the club with him, and you know what I mean, they having fun, whatever. So I know that's your guy. How do we get him to shoot the ball?
That's like me saying, how do I get Buffon to run a 10-mile marathon? It's something he's never done. He's never had to. And when I spoke to him, he said, Dionte, people want me to do something that I didn't have to do in the last 10 years. High school didn't have to shoot a jump shot. I did it because it was fun. We was blowing teams out.
Right.
College didn't shoot a jump shot. I come in the league. I've been the #1 player all my life. Now when I come in the NBA, it's something different. What y'all want me to be? He's been #1 all his life.
I understand that. I do understand.
That's like you telling Amani Bates to post up more. Like,
all right.
He's been successful at what he's been doing.
I understand that. However, this is the game of basketball. You can.
And like I told him, y'all said we want Ben Simmons to shoot. You don't want to shoot 10 bricks a game? Because he can't shoot. They're telling him to do something he can't do. It's like Dionte, break a press by dribbling. That's not what I do.
No, Christmas. I like how you trying to do that. I like how you trying to do that. I like how you trying to do that.
You're going to playoffs. So we're going to win a playoff game. He shoot. No, because if he missed 10 shots, you're going to lose.
But he got to take the shot.
Gotta take the shot. So say he missed 10. That's what you want him to do?
Say he make. We don't know if he going to make it or miss it. Say he make it.
You don't gotta shoot 10 shots.
2 for 2 now what?
You don't gotta shoot 10 shots.
He is 100%.
But he gotta like.
So his confidence should be building.
4 jumpers a game? Is that too much to ask for? 4 jumpers a game?
So 4 jumpers a game and 4 misses is cool?
We're trying to speed up
just shoot the ball so we can
process.
see so we can see some sort of development or
Right.
something. Like, can you do it?
The process. Okay. Again.
You can dribble
This
handoff all
Chuck
day.
Will. This is his guy. So we know.
That's crazy.
This is
keep it real.
Right.
I like the progress he's doing.
At some point in his career, that dribble handoff shit is going to come to an end. And you're going to have to shoot the basket.
Me personally, I think you won't see the full Ben Simmons until Joel's out of there. Me personally.
I agree that on both ends of the spectrum for both of them.
Yeah. It's like Luka Doncic. So you see him now, he's flourishing. Like he's here. He's just him.
They got a premature Shaq Kobe thing going on where
I think you won't see the full Ben Simmons until like last night. Every game that Joel doesn't play, Ben does something we never see. He scored 26.5 yesterday. Like you won't never see the full Ben Simmons until Joel out of there. Me personally, that's what I think.
Well, what about when he was hurt?
What happened? What about that?
What about when Embiid was hurt and Ben Simmons was there?
They won 10 in a row, and Ben was an All-Star.
They did.
You won't see the full Ben Simmons until Joel's out of there.
Before we wrap this up, my next question to you, Dionte. Thanks for coming, man. I really appreciate that. Man.
Always, man. I told you, do this
Is he an All-Star this year?
This moment, this second, this minute, this hour, no.
Right there. Okay. All right. Okay.
No.
That's all I wanted to know.
Well, that's episode 6, the Bill Russell episode. Thank you, like you said. Thank you, Deontay, for coming through.
Appreciate
You know what I'm saying? Giving us some basketball wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Expanding the culture, helping us push the brand.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you catch our episodes now on YouTube. Rate, subscribe, like, comment, all that.
SoundCloud
as well. We are back rolling on SoundCloud. We'll be on all streaming platforms before you know it. Just bear with us. Our fans keep tuning in, keep listening. We appreciate you. And like I said, man, thank you for tuning in and enjoying our conversation.